liked the first period and the start of the second, but then felt that you guys lost the energy and connection. Would you agree with that assessment, or?
Yeah, 100%. I would say, they're on the back half of back-to-back. We go up 2-0. That's where you just can't give them life, and I thought we got passive in the second period, way too passive as the period went along. Started with that power play. We take a penalty on it. And then from there, I thought our second was poor. So I think, and this is not disrespectful to them, because I thought, they clawed their way back into 2 games in a row, so good for them. But I just felt like, we kind of gave them life when we didn't need to, and that's a huge kind of learning thing for us. And we should have been able to walk out of this game with 2 points, given that you have the 2-0 lead. They're on the back half of back-to-back on a tough trip. You have to find a way not to give them life once you get that lead, and unfortunately we didn't do that.
You knew the risk-reward of the challenge. What did you see on that?
Yeah, I was well, first off, I'd say I'd challenge it again 10 out of 10. Now, maybe, I haven't got an explanation yet for why it wasn't overturned, so maybe when I hear that, that'll change my mind. I think when you look through the league, if you don't push the goalie's pad in, it's generally a goal, So I'm not sure, but I'm just, I'll wait to hear. I'll have to call somebody there and just get some explanation. I never heard any reason why, so it's hard for me to comment beyond that. But I was challenging it 100%, and I challenge it again tomorrow.
You started overtime with 3 righties and then immediately went to 3 lefties when you could get those guys off. Was that intentional?
No, it's more the combo of those guys, Frankie and Connor, and it's unfortunate in Rins. It's unfortunate because I thought we competed on that face-off and we didn't come up with that puck, and then it felt like the whole overtime we never had the puck, and a little bit we did. I got to watch it again. I almost felt like we might have given that one away. So, and they did a good job kind of controlling the puck, changing. They out-changed us because they had full control, and so those changes are hard. But it wasn't anything intentional that way, no.
What did you make of the penalty kill, just killing off those last 2?
I was impressed, those are 2 big kills, obviously, and they knew the stakes after the challenge for sure. We kind of talked about it, as they're going out there, and I thought they did a really good job. Van had some looks there. We couldn't get it clear on the second one, so that's hard when you're in your end that long. But guys, I thought did an excellent job of grinding their way and finding a way to kill it. And those are, again, I'm super disappointed we didn't get 2 points, but I'd be really disappointed if we didn't get any. And so that, the penalty kill allowed us to get a point.
What do you think of Spencer Knight?
Yeah, he was good again. I think our goaltending's been really good. I think we've been very, very fortunate to have really, really good goaltending. I think, we got to make sure we do a job of not giving up lots of chances. It didn't feel like as many tonight, in terms of grade A's. But night in and night out, both Spencer and Sodi have been really good.
What do you think it'll take to kind of curb the high number of penalties this team has taken?
Yeah, that's a real issue. Probably learning, so what happens is, sometimes you're trying hard and you just got to learn when you don't have body position, you can't reach. That's probably our biggest issue. If you look around, the high stick penalty's tough on Reichs. That's just a tough one. Obviously, a challenge is one of them, so that's on us. But the other ones, it just feels like there's been too many times this year where we don't have body position and you reach. And in a minute you get around somebody one way or the other, if you do anything to them, you're just in a bad spot. You're giving a ref a real chance to make a call. So, it's something we've addressed. We'll have to continue to address, and we've got to get better at it. I think our guys are understanding, you can't win that way, so now we got to put that into action.